2018 at a fee of $200 per team. Liability insurance will be provided by the leagues as stated in the contract, fees to be determined, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Yeah, Woodruff's gonna be busy. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes.
And then my last resolution is to accept the resignation from the rec board. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to accept the resignation of Matthew Potacek from the Connellsville Recreation Board effective immediately, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
I just want to thank Matt because he's been on that. He's been a board member for the rec board a very long time. He put a lot of time and effort and volunteered, helped. I know with his job that he has now, his hours does not mesh with what the board does. So I do appreciate all the efforts he put forth to the rec board.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that again too. Matt's done a lot for the Recreation Board over the past few years. I'm sure he'll still be there to help us when he can, but he's working so much that it's not possible for him to do what he'd like to do on the board. So he thoughtfully resigned for us.
All right, City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes.
And that's all I have.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman Tazan. Over to you, Councilman Topper.
All right, code officer's report is in your packet. New Haven hose report for February. We had 32 alarms for the month of February. We did have one structure fire on February 25th. It was a pretty extensive fire. Worked it for several hours. Many departments assisted. 4 vehicle accidents, 3 vehicle accidents with entrapment. 2 of those accidents happened on the same day as that structure fire. It was a busy 24 hours. I know most guys didn't get much sleep that day. A couple carbon monoxide detector activations. 9 automatic alarm, 2 landing zones, 1 assist outside department, 1 standby for an outside department, 1 tree down, and then the 8 pump details, which were associated with the flooding we had going on. We averaged 13 firefighters per alarm, 247 miles driven by New Haven hose. I have one resolution. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to seek grant funding through Senator Toomey's office to be coordinated with the adoption of a Knox Box ordinance. Funds would help offset costs for materials and supplies needed for interested property owners, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
What is a Knox box?
All right, a Knox Box is essentially, say you have a commercial building and you're not open 24/7. If you have an automatic alarm system that rings into 911 and we get activated automatically because your alarm goes off, we arrive on scene, you're not open, you're not there. This is a key that only the fire department has. It is a key that's specific to our city. All keys are the same. We have them in our truck. Our officers have them in their vehicles. They can get into the building and check things out without the property owner being there. It's nice because the problem it leaves us is if you're not there and we don't know, you're only leaving us one of 2 choices, which is to either leave and hope there's nothing going on, or if we even have the slightest inclination that there's something going on, we're going to take the door down. And that could be costly to the business owner, especially if we get in there and it's nothing. But, you know, we'd hate to have something like a garbage can fire or something turn out to be much, much worse because we couldn't get into the building. So what we'd like to do before we move forward with any type of ordinance, basically this would require people with an automatic alarm system, not everybody with a fire alarm system, only if it rings back to a central system that goes to 911 that activates us. They're only about $350 each. So if you're building a new building, I know we got a lot of new buildings being built in town, you know, $350, while it is $350, it is a lot cheaper than replacing a door if, you know, if that ends up happening. So we'd like to seek permission. I've been in contact with a couple people at Senator Toomey's office They have a request form that we can fill out to see if we can find some grant. You know, for $350, you know, a couple grand could go a long way because there's not many buildings that would require this. But we're just trying to help offset any costs that the property owner might have.
So I think personally that would work very well for my building.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice. I mean, because it happens. We get calls to places, and we get there, it's midnight. The person who owns the building lives in Greensburg. You know, it's 10 degrees outside. They don't want to get out of bed and come in. We don't really want to stand there and wait for them to drive from Greensburg to get there. This allows us to get in and do the proper investigation of the call and make sure that it isn't something more serious than just an automatic alarm.
Thank you for doing your research.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Carpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes.
All right, a couple other things I wanted to talk about real quick. The county is, well, they have signed with an all-call system. The company's called Code Red. We did look into something similar. We actually have been going through the process through a different company. Essentially what that is a call-out system to residents, and almost like your 2-hour delay or school cancellation, you get a phone call. It's a kind of a recorded message, tells you what's going on. This would be available for floodings, for, you know, bigger events, a train derailment, stuff like that, all the way down to, you know, odd and even street parking on snow days, you know, cancellation of garbage services for a day, you know, you name it. This gives us the ability to reach out to residents. We can kind of geo-coordinate where we call. You know, if you live in the floodplain, you would only be the people getting a call. The whole city wouldn't get it. So the county's looking into this. They have, like I said, they signed with this company. I talked to them up there last couple of weeks. They are hoping within the next few weeks they'll have it in place. And once they do, they will be getting the word out there through the papers, through Facebook, through their website, through contacting us here to get it on our website. They're going to have it on their website, which is FC, as in Fayette County, fcema.org. So be looking for that. If you're a resident and you would like to sign up, you can get a phone call at your house, a phone call on your cell phone, a text, or an email. And it was something, like I said, we were looking into, and it was going to cost us some money, but the county's going to go ahead and do it, which is even better. So hopefully it works out, and you know, we'll see how it goes. They signed a